What is up, slackers? Welcome to another tips video. Today we're going to be talking about color grading. Color grading is one of those fantastic tools that you can use in post-production that can help either spice up your already awesome footage or kind of bring back some of the footage that you might have messed up while filming. So let's roll the intro and get right into it. Alright, so as you can see here, we are in Adobe Premiere Pro. Now I'm going to preface this a little bit. You don't have to have Adobe Premiere Pro in order to do this stuff. There's plenty of other software that enable you to do it, even if it's just something as little as iMovie that's on every Apple iPhone out there. It's just a simple click of the magic wand and it's going to adjust it for you, which sometimes is better than what you can try to figure out on your own, and it's a lot faster. However, we are in Adobe Premiere Pro, so as you can see in our editing bin, I do have a clip already lined up. I have the sequence here. It is going to be a drone shot taken a couple months ago out while I was actually searching for sharks, and I came across a pod of tarpon here. So you can see it there, and it ends about 12 seconds later. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go to the color tab. That'll open up, and here on the right hand side I have all of our basic correction stuff, exposure, contrast, highlight, shadows, etc. The first thing I'm going to change to try and really make this clip pop is the contrast. So when you're filming on some of these drones, they don't really give you the option to play with the settings too much, or if they do, that's not really going to benefit you all that much. So the first thing, like I said, I'm going to change is the contrast. I'm going to bump that up to 50 to really make those tarpon pop from the bottom of the seafloor there. Just gives them some definition, makes them a lot easier to see. The next thing I'm going to change is the shadows. I'm going to drop that down 30, just helps bring out some of that contrast more so. And then the last thing, since both of those kind of dimmed my footage, I'm going to up the exposure just a little bit. Kind of brighten it back up, but still maintaining that great contrast you see there. So really that's all there is to color grading. It's just kind of fiddling around with the numbers over here until you get that look that you're looking for. Part of color grading is conveying a story that you're trying to tell. So if you're looking for something very dramatic, a cinematic shot, increasing the contrast, lowering those shadows is what you're going to look for. If you're looking for a nice bright bubbly thing, then maybe up that exposure a little bit depending on the kind of footage that you're looking at. And make it just have color grading tell the story for you. Now, if you did want to do more than that, there are some filters that you can add to it, but a lot of times they seem just a little too much. They completely changed everything that doesn't even look like the same shot. So just bring it back. Sometimes you know what's best for your footage. Now, one thing I am going to do is go to the effects tab to kind of show you a little bit of the before and after. So if I go on the left hand side, lumetri color, if I take that away, you can see that's what we started with there. It's very kind of almost has like a haze to it. So once we bring all that color back, it looks fantastic. Now if you really wanted to make it to make it pop even more, we could up the saturation just a little bit, but you don't want it to look cartoonish. Maybe add a little 10 to that. So our total saturation is 110. So I'm just going to add a little music to it, and then you'll see the final product here. So hopefully this video on color grading helped you guys. And like I said earlier, it doesn't have to be within Adobe Premiere. You can use any software that offers some sort of editing to your footage from a color aspect, filters, or just adjusting like exposure, saturation, just that little stuff. Even if it's the click of a magic wand on iMovie, whatever it is, it usually helps. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to us, and we'll see you again on the next video.